Hey tribe, welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today we're taking a look at what is blocking you and hopefully getting some actionable steps that you can take to either move past these blockages or remove them out of your way so that you can blossom. I set the intention that this reading helps to inspire, empower, and uplift you and your life. It is a timeless reading and it is a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And we can get started with the group selection now. So I do have items I will add to the group selection if you want to try to choose with just the cards that we have so far. Then this is group 1, this is group 2, and this is group 3. Please pause this if you need more time. I'm bringing out the objects now. Okay, so group 1 has this speckled crystal. Group 2 has this key. And group 3 has this explore stone. Pause this if you need more time, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group 1. This is the group with the speckled crystal. Let's take a look at what is blocking you. Okay, so let's take a look at your cards. I can't fit them all on screen, but I'll show you everything that you got. Group 1. So let me just tune into these energies. Okay. So it looks like your current state of mind is in a little bit of a confused state. It looks like there's been something that I feel like there's been an ending here, and it has left you emotionally bruised. I want to also say that looking at your cards, it looks like this is something that is mainly out of your control, or maybe 50% out of your control. This is kind of like life happening and you have some control, but you don't have all control over this, whatever this is. So it does look, however, like you did sort of manifest this, you brought this in, but it could be that you brought it in for your own growth. So yeah, the initial impression that I'm getting here is that it is something that is significant. This is an event, a situation that is so significant. It carries a lot of weight in your life. This isn't something just like little, it's something that is life changing or life altering or has the potential for that. So we're seeing here that I'm seeing that you don't really know what to do. I'm getting a sense that there's overwhelm. And with the 5 of Cups, sorry about that. With the 5 of Cups being here, what I'm sensing is, like I said, there's an emotional bruise. There's a lot of sort of like emotions involved here. It looks like the foundation for this, there was like a refusal to sort of look in. But I also feel like you got to a point where you started seeing. You were being called to look in and to use your inner guidance. And there was a lot of wisdom involved. There is a lot of wisdom involved here. You are definitely being called to use your inner guidance in this situation. So this is one way that you can sort of move past this, is by using your inner intuition, your listening to your heart. So what we're seeing here is that this energy of the magician is leaving you right now. And let's see. It's this energy where you can manifest. It's where you can create. You have the power to create. But something, I feel like something went wrong here. And sometimes I feel that there was not quite the balance that was necessary in this situation, that was needed in this situation in order to bring forth the thing that you wanted to bring forth. I feel like there's some sadness here. But again, I feel like this was happening for you, okay? I feel like this is actually for your highest good. Let me see if I can maybe, because we're talking about these cards and I want you to be able to see these. So I feel like this was for your own growth. It's like this is a hurdle, but once you get past this hurdle, things are going to open up for you. Or they're going to be brighter. And in fact, what we're seeing here is that what is coming in for you is you having the opportunity to really find that balance within yourself and use your whole self, your strengths and your weaknesses, and direct them into actionable movement, into actionable movement forward toward your goal, toward your aim. Okay. And then looking at, I really need to get a better setup. I'm sorry for the constant moving, but looking at this 10 of Wands here, we're seeing like, I feel like your expectation is that it has to be hard. It has to be a heavy burden that you carry. Look at this poor guy. Those things are like 1.5 times as tall as he is. These rods, sticks. I can't imagine how much they weigh. How is he holding on to them and carrying them is beyond me. And I feel like you're subconsciously believe that it has to be hard for you to get anywhere. And if we look at this, perhaps with the magician, this is exactly how your reality comes into creation, is because of the subconscious and conscious beliefs around this, around what you are creating, manifesting, around your work. Perhaps this could have something to do with either relationships or something that involves your heart. It could be like work related, but if it is work related, then it means that this is something that your heart is involved in. So I think you guys, you are a intuitive and heart-centered group. And so you live from those spaces, you live from the heart. And so when things happen, you are really emotionally impacted. So what I would recommend doing is looking at your beliefs, really just getting down and dirty and examining your beliefs so that you can change what needs to be changed, so that you can more consciously create, so that your energy can be aligned with what you consciously want for yourself, if that makes sense. And even here, when we're looking at these two cards, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. What you believe is that you're still learning, you're not quite there, and that you have to continue to learn, and you have to continue to do these, maybe learn in not so, not like, how do I say this? You have to sort of like put up with the things that you don't like in order to get to where you want to go. And that it's such a difficult process, almost like you have to hit rock bottom. I feel a little bit heartbroken. I feel like you're building your confidence. It's like on one hand, you believe that you can do it if you just work hard enough. But on the other hand, I feel like you feel like you're just not good enough at all. Like you don't deserve to be that person who gets that thing or does that thing. And that is so not true. Like, I just want you to know that that's really not true. And I feel like what's really needed here is confidence, a confidence boost. And getting out of that mindset of, I'm not ready, I don't have the skills, I need to be an expert first to do this. I feel like that's what's floating around. And then on top of that, you have the lack of confidence. So even if you tell yourself, okay, let me try this, because of that lack of confidence, you can't, because there's just so much fear around it. And so really, just really seeing here that it's such a mental game. And it's interesting, we have just one sword here with this card. A lot of these cards we have major arcanas, which is something big. It's a big deal here. We have pentacles, and we have cups. We do have one wand, right? I don't think there are any more. But it's like the passion has been sucked out. And the only sword card we have is the Two of Swords. And so it's like there's a lack of clear thinking here as well. So we do have thoughts involved, but the thought aspect, it's like your thoughts are blocking you. Okay, your own thoughts are blocking you and your own success. But the good news is that you can actually overcome this, because this is within you. Okay? Okay. So with the Empress, rather, she is a queen. She's an abundant queen. She is creation. This is your environment. This is what you're stepping into. So we're going from this foundation of kind of darkness, not really knowing what to do, not wanting to see, being called to listen to your intuition. But I feel like there was a lot of confusion here. We're stepping into this energy of the Empress. Or rather, this energy is actually here. So now again, mental game. What do you focus on? Do you focus on this, or do you focus on this, like not being able to see, or this brightness and openness? Because your environment, what is possible for you, that foundation from which you can create, is so supportive of you. Even if it doesn't feel like it, it's available to you. So if you want to step out of that bleakness, and if you want to grow in your confidence, if you want to change your subconscious, you can. You are able to do that. Yeah, I feel like this Empress, and I just get this Queen. I've never looked at this Empress and said she's a queen before. Okay? I always feel like the Empress, yeah, she is a queen. But I'm literally getting like, I want to call, like, when I picked this card up, I'm like, this is a queen. Like, I want to call her. And I did, queen. Because that's exactly what I'm getting. And I feel like that's exactly where you can go. Where your emotions are nice and healthy, flowing healthily. You are in your power. You are in control of what you do. You are able to hear your own heart, your own intuition. You have that wisdom. You have inner resilience, strength even. That's what I'm picking up. I feel like this Empress is talking to me, and she's saying, yes, you can be in this energy. You can channel this energy and make it your own. Because it's there for you. It's literally there for you. Okay? Now, what we're seeing is that you are actually afraid of your own success. Okay? You're literally, your fear is blocking your own sense of freedom and happiness. Why? Group 1, why? Why do you feel like you don't deserve it? Do you feel like if you get what you want, there's going to be too much responsibility? Do you feel guilty maybe? Are you afraid of the journey to getting there? What is it here that makes you scared? I'm going to grab a clarifier for the Sun card. Why is Group 1 scared of their own success? Why is Group 1 afraid of their own success, please? Oh, sometimes the shuffle process can take a while. I'm so sorry. Please bear with me. We'll get up. We got something. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. You're afraid of your own emotions, your own emotional state. I feel like you're afraid of being vulnerable, and you're afraid of falling. You're afraid that on that journey towards your success, that you're not going to reach your success. You're afraid of not being able to reach your success. And so you might even decide that you're not going to do it. And I hope that's not the case, because again, the Empress, the Chariot, you're so supported here. You can do this. You can. But you have to get out of that idea that it has to be difficult and that you have to carry such a heavy burden, and start listening to your own inner wisdom. We also have the Justice card. With the Justice card, I feel like you're really seeking balance. I feel like what you're really seeking here is not to feel, because it seems that your heart has been so wounded that you just want to shut that part of yourself off. We have two goddesses here. That's what I'm getting. The goddess of fertility and the goddess that has complete control and rule over her own heart and emotions. And these are intuitive hits I'm getting. This is not what these cards mean, but these are the intuitive hits that I'm getting here. This is what is supporting you right now. This is what you're hoping for. So where do you want to go, group one? What do you truly want for yourself? You have to figure this out so that you can direct yourself that way. Do you want to be this person that's kind of turned off? Heart is turned off here. She's very stern. She's cold. There's not really warmth in her. She is about facts, cold facts. I'm getting Queen of Swords vibes from this Justice card. She doesn't want to have her heart involved anymore. So if you need to heal whatever needs to get healed, then please heal it, okay? And if you want to stay in this energy, that's fine. It's completely your choice, whatever you want to do. But if you want to move past it, you can. And also, you can find a balance between these two energies. You can guard yourself in a healthy way. So not just give your heart away to be stumped on, but also not have it so closed off that you miss opportunities and that you live from a place that is cold. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I mean. So you can find that balance, but healing is called for and some inner work is called for here. Let's take a look at your last two cards. We have the Eight of Cups and we have the Three of Cups. And what I am seeing here for you, group one, is so much potential for you to be able to leave this situation, leave this behind. I feel like this is where you can go, where you can take this and walk away because you know that it's done. You feel that you need a change and you're able, you can do this. You can turn away from what is no longer serving you and go on a new journey. And what I see happening is that you're going to discover joy and support and happiness, maybe even celebrations. That is all within the realm of possibility for you. Abundance, beautiful relationships and connections. This is what I am seeing for you. This is possible for you. You can unblock this. What this has been. I'm getting a sense of endings here. Like I said, I think I said this at the beginning. Maybe there was a relationship that had ended. This was a relationship, or this was something at work. I'm not really getting that, but it could have been like a business partnership, but I don't think so. Either a relationship or like a work employment might have ended something. Maybe you've put so much work into it, so much of yourself, your heart and soul, and you feel like nothing came of it. But a lot of it is your perspective and how you approach the situation, group one. So let me see if there's anything else I can get from this. Yeah, see how you see yourself as this Five of Pentacles, just not just being on the, like, being discarded, okay, in this situation, and your actual environment is so different. So it's perspective too in this situation. A lot of it has to do with perspective. And I do feel like some of this was out of your control, but some of it is completely in your control. And the things that were out of your control, how things had unfolded, it was for you so that you can step into your strength and resilience and build those qualities for you so that you can become, so that you can blossom into yourself. Group 1, let's take a look at your oracle cards, these ones that we had at the beginning. We have courage and we have love. Is she holding a crystal? Wow, I never actually saw this. I think she's holding a crystal. And I'm getting so much healing energy from these cards right now. I feel so sad in this group. I'm so sorry for whatever this is for you guys, but I really feel like there's so much strength in you. And I really believe that you can get to the other side of this. Find your inner lion. Even maybe write it down. Write down, make a commitment to yourself and say, I will stay strong. And something along the lines of like how you will stay strong or the reasons why you will stay strong. And then those moments when you're feeling like you can't stay in your strength, bring that out, that piece of paper where you wrote this down or electronic device, and read it. Those moments when you're feeling so down and you lose that perspective, bring that out to bring yourself back to that energy of courage and being able to do this for yourself. And I totally feel like having this love card here, I totally feel like it is safe for you to be in your emotional space long term. Like maybe right now you do need to shut it off for healing, but I feel that you are such a loving person. Your heart is so beautiful, and I think it's just been bruised, stomped on maybe. But we can't lose you. We need you, Group 1. Because your heart shines so brightly and it does so much for our world. And like now I'm being selfish for saying like, hey, don't take your light away from us. But you know, I think it's true. I think the part of the reason why you're here is because your light is so beautiful and we need you. So it is up to you what you do, but know that the reason why you're part of this collective is for the highest good of all of us. So I hope you, how do I say this? I hope you decide to shine brightly, and however long it takes for you to do this, it's perfectly okay. So I think that's all I have for you, Group 1. I am sending you so much strength, so much courage, so much love. If you need to sort of like stay in this energy, pause this video if you want, if you just want to kind of stay in this energy, because I really feel like these cards are, I'm going to flip this over. Actually, I'm going to remove these so we're not even getting the energy of these cards in your space. And if you just want to hang out in the energy of these cards, then please feel free to pause this video and just kind of hang out, because I feel like there's healing coming off of these cards. Okay, group 1, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to finish your reading here. I hope that it was helpful to you. And if you would like to support me, I am in the midst of growing this channel. So if you would like to help with this growth, then commenting, subscribing, hitting that like button, sharing this video can really go a long way in helping me achieve this. But in any case, I'm just really glad that you're here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to finish your reading with a singing bowl. So I'm going to ring it 3 times to kind of clear the space. And I'm sending so much love and light, so much courage, so much strength your way. Group 1, namaste. Hello, group 2. This is the group with the key. Welcome to your reading today. We're going to take a look at your cards. We're going to take a look at these oracle cards at the end. And I'm going to get your tarot out now. Okay, so I have your tarot, and we're going to take a look at your cards now. We have Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. I want to show you your cards. Okay. We have the High Priestess. We have the 6 of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The Sun card. Wow. The 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. The Knight of Swords. The 3 of Cups. The King of Pentacles. The Lovers. And the 8 of Wands. And then we have Judgment, and we have the 4 of Cups. Okay, let me see how many major arcanas you have here. We have a lot of wands in your reading here, guys. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcanas out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so not a huge deal, but there are some important things going on here. And I'm just going to put this up here, and I'm going to show you your cards as we're going along, okay? Okay. So, group 2, what is blocking you? Right off the bat, it looks like what is blocking you is fate. Basically. So things have not been going your way. And did we have the King of Pentacles? we do. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Pentacles. And what this is telling me, being here, both of these, the Queen and the King of Pentacles, is that partially what is blocking you is your own mind. No, less your own mind, because this is less about the thoughts, but more about your own energy and how you're approaching things, okay? It's your fear of reaching success. Sounds weird, right? Sounds weird. But that's the story I am getting so far. And as we go along, let's see what else unfolds for you. But it feels like it's fate. Like you don't have control here. That's what it feels like. That's what I feel like you feel like, okay? So what we're seeing here is that this is coming again from your unconscious self. This is coming from something that is deep within you. I feel like this is coming from your foundation. And this is hidden from you. You don't see this consciously, okay? So the first thing to do would be to start digging in to your belief system and examining your actions. Look at the difference between what you see yourself as your future, like where you want your desires, versus the actions you're taking right now. So like, let's say you want to have a business and you're like, yes, I want to be a business person, but every step you take is actually not in the direction of moving towards owning a business. Why? So it's your belief system. It's your foundational belief system. And it's getting in your way and it's blocking you. And I feel like until that is dealt with, you're going to keep getting in your way unconsciously. It's not even, you're going to consciously, you try to create, you try to move forward, but then unconsciously you get in your own way and you block yourself. You have this within you. I feel like you have a very strong desire to create a very joyful life for yourself, with lots of happiness and everything just blooming and being amazing. And that's your goal. But that's one part of you. And then we have that other part of you that's like blocking that. So let me just put this card up here to make a little bit more space. And you didn't even see what I did, but yeah, there we go. We put your sun card up here, and we're going to move all this up a little bit so you can see your cards, hopefully. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. I'm seeing here that, let me see. Okay, what I'm seeing here is that it's like you've had a victory, but that influence is now, that's like your recent past, and it's kind of like you're moving away from that. You're moving forward, but you're moving forward into your passion. You are trying to follow your passion, what drives you. Excitement. You want to get out there and move. And I feel like even though there was a victorious moment for you, you're still moving into that direction. You're still moving. You're ready to go into your own success, which is amazing. I love it. Yeah. The thing is, though, while you are on this path, this part of you, it's like, I'm really getting that with you. There's so many different parts of you and sides of you, and they're kind of like butting heads, okay? They're kind of like, I can't really do it on camera. I don't have enough space, but they're butting heads. It's like that part of you, there's that unconscious part of you that just wants to be happy and fulfilled and reach that goal that you have and be on top of the world. That's what I'm really getting. And then there's that part of you that is just charging forward in towards your success. And you're like, yes, let's go. But then you're like, I can't move forward because life is blocking me. And yet it is your own energy that is blocking you. Yes, part of it could be like actual life events. Okay, so I don't want to disregard that completely. Actually, let me go back to this card and say that yes, part of it is what happens, like fate. Okay, part of it is, but part of it is not. Part of it is you believing it is fate. And here's the thing. When we have a belief, we actually look for confirmation of that belief. And we automatically ignore anything that contradicts it. I'm not calling you out on this. This is literally what happens. Like, this isn't psychology, okay? This is the way that our brains work. That's how we are wired. So when you think that you are being blocked, let's say, I'm trying to think of an example here. Let's say you want to go take a class. Okay, let's say you want to up level your skill set so that you can apply for a position that will allow you to reach more financial freedom and more success within your career, which is going to spill into the rest of your life. And then you're going to feel like, yeah, I finally reached that level. I'm someone, and now I can go after the rest of my dreams and goals. Because oftentimes we do that. Oh, I'll go after that goal when I am this person, right? But we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's say you're like, yeah, I'm going to go and take that class so I can up level. And then you go and you go to apply for that class, and when you go to apply for the class, you find out that the application for that class closed one day ago. And you're like, oh my God. And the thing is that when you were looking at the deadline for it, it said today. So there was a misprint in the deadline. And you're like, why is this happening? Life is against me. And you get into this, life is working against me. I have no control here. Things are blocking me from my success. Okay? And so if that happens, you're confirming to yourself, because you have this belief that life is always blocking you from your success. And then this happens to you and you're like, see, exactly. See, that is an example of life is blocking me, right? So you might be having conversation with somebody or even with your own thoughts, and you're like, yep, life is blocking me because this is the kind of shit that happens in my life and I can't get ahead. That is you confirming it. But now, what if that class actually, yes, there was a misprint, it was closed, but there's actually a better one that you can take? And if you were not in that state of life is blocking me, but you were in that state of life is happening for me so that I can become my best version, then you might go, oh, well, that class is closed. Let's see what else is there. And then you go and you find that other class. And because you're in the mindset of life is happening for me, for my highest good, you're like, yeah, see, that's confirmation. Life is literally happening for me. Because if this class that I originally was looking at wasn't closed, then I would have signed up for it. And actually, I would have missed out on this other one that's actually even better for me. Do you see? I hope that you kind of get this idea of what I'm trying to oh my God, illuminate here, show. It's your perception. And depending on where we come from, we're always looking to confirm that our reality is true. And so if you're coming from a place of life is against me, you will confirm it you will fight to the death for this idea. Even though you could have 1,000 examples that are actually showing you that it's opposite, but you won't see it. We're just not wired that way. So it's not your fault. It's the way our brains work. And if you think life is for me, then you're not going to see those things that are blocking you. You're going to see those things that are for you. Those things that are like quote unquote blocking you, you're not even going to think of them that they're blocking you. You're going to say, these are doorways. These are opportunities. These are like it's a redirection to put me in the right direction. This was never meant for me. This is happening for me to move me to where I need to go. So instead of you seeing it as a blockage, you're seeing it as a gift that moves you in the right direction. I hope that makes sense. Wow. Okay. So yeah, let's get back into the energy of this. Yeah, so I really feel like there's a lot of defensiveness here, and like you have to fight for what you hold dear to yourself, your own resources. Yeah, what you've built, or the little bit of what you have built. It's like this little bit of success that you have acquired. It feels like you believe that you really have to hold on tight to it, and because you have to fight so hard for it, you don't want to let go, because it's so hard to get this little bit that you do have. You're not going to give it away. You're just going to hold on to it and keep fighting for more. That's what it looks like. It's like this is where your belief is sitting, okay? And if it feels like it's not, then I recommend digging deep, because the truth is in you. So if this is not resonating, then it could be that this is not a message for you, but it could be that this literally is what is happening, but you can't see it. And again, so we can be blind sometimes, right? We all have like these blinding moments of we can't see things about ourselves. But with the high priestess being here, it is telling me that the inner truth is within you. The truth is within you. It's deep in you. So you have to find it. You have to find it for yourself. The answers are there. Okay. We do see that your environment is very much, the energy here is pushing you forward, or the energy here is causing you to feel like you need to move, and really fast, chaotically. It's just storming through your life. This is what it feels like. It almost feels like I can't catch a breath here. Maybe there's a lot of ideas coming in through your head too, like you can't keep up. Write it down. Put it on a piece of paper if that's happening. Put it down on a piece of paper. But you're flying. I feel like there's a need to kind of get organized here, because actually we have probably three of the fastest moving cards here. We have the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So lots of fast moving energy, and it's great it gives you momentum, but it could leave your head spinning. So I would recommend maybe making sure that you have some sort of practice that helps to bring you down, keep you grounded, doesn't leave you feeling out of sorts because it's just all moving so fast. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this night is putting the brakes on. Like, you got to put your brakes on. You have to, this horse is like going for it. And I feel like the knight is like, okay, we need to slow a little bit down. Let your passion drive you, but also make sure that you are the one in control of it, not the other way around. That's really important. Okay. I see that you're very hopeful that things will work out really well for you. If you can hear that noise, that's like, sorry, outside, I can't control it. Somebody's like revving up their motor, but, oh, it's a motorcycle. Yeah, okay, it's going. I'm pretty sure my microphone's picking this up, but, anyways, so it looks like your hopes are that you reach again, hope and happiness and a reason for celebration. I'm really getting that. But at the same time, it looks like you're afraid of your own success. You're afraid of it coming in, and you're afraid that you may actually need to make a choice between something here. Maybe you feel like you're going to have to compromise something and give something up. You might also be afraid of the work that it takes. Because if you're a very passionate person who loves to start things but has a hard time finishing them, sticking to them, then this could be something that is scary for you. Like, maybe you're like, I'm gonna get bored. Like, I can't handle the little details of things and just doing those things over and over. I feel like there's this fear of reaching your abundance, but not so much reaching the abundance. I feel like you do want to get here, but you're scared of the work that it takes to get there. You're scared of how fast it can happen, of how quickly you're going to have to move through this. It's like you want the happiness and the joy that comes with this, but you don't want to put that work in because that's scary for you. And no judgment here. I'm not saying that you're lazy. I feel like it's because you know that it requires dedication and patience. And maybe those are not your strongest qualities, which is fair because we're not perfect at everything, right? Your stronger suit could be having that passion and starting that thing, right? And getting motivated to actually start. A lot of people have a hard time doing that, but maybe your strength lies in that. But then that fire within you over time can dwindle down and you might lose interest if you have to continue to do it the same thing over and over in order to reach that growth and that success. So I feel like illuminating light on this can really help you to stay focused and decide, because you can make that choice to say, you know what, I'm going to stick this through. I'm going to figure out the tools I need in order to stick this through. I'm not going to give up on myself. And what I see coming is that you overcome your own self and you step beyond it. That you get to a point where you say, you know what? I no longer want this reality for myself. I'm not interested in what is being offered to me anymore, in this reality, in this creation of mine, in my life right now. I'm not interested in this anymore. I need to go beyond it. And what I see is that you do go beyond it. You ascend into a higher way of being. And with that, you're able to create things that are on a higher level. You're able to create the life that you unconsciously wish to have. You're able to create the success that is promised by this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles has everything. The family, the house, all the material gain. And I want to tell you something, Group 2. Even when things are beyond your control and fate is turning not in your favor, or so if it seems like it's not, know that it never lasts forever, because nothing ever does. Change is constant. Change is given. That's a given, okay? So even when it feels like you can't move past this mountain, you will be able to, because life will change, circumstances will change. And I feel like this is your situation right now. I feel like you've already achieved a certain level of success and you're just trying to move up. And it's like you feel like you're blocked and you can't. But know that when life is blocking, quote unquote blocking you, because we already discussed is it actually blocking you, or is it, guiding you, directing you to something better? But yeah, when you feel like life is blocking you, it's not going to last forever. And also, you do have some level of control here, okay? So that's really important to know, that you do have some level of control here. And it is up to you. Okay, Group 2? So, having done this reading, let's take a look at your oracle cards. I'm just going to take these off the table to make space. Whoops. I hope this was helpful to you. And let's just take a look at the oracle cards. We have trust, and we have willpower. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Trust, again, trust that life is happening for you, not to you. This is happening for you. This is happening for your highest good. Even when it feels like you're being blocked, it's for your highest good. And just stay focused. Look at how she's balancing. She has these 2 globes or something in her hand. And I don't know what she's standing on, a cloud or something. And there's even like wind blowing, if you can see this. Is this a fairy? I can't, it's kind of dark in here. Let me see. I'm going to turn the light on. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. Okay, I got it. Right, okay, so let's see here. No, I think that's just a dress. I think that's just a dress. Okay. In any case, she's like somewhere in the cosmos creating a whole universe. This is what I'm getting. And she really needs to stay balanced here. She's on tippy toes, it looks like. She's balancing these two. A whole world and another one. Maybe that's a moon to that world. And there's a wind blowing, and she's staying steady and balanced and strong in her determination to create. And here we have an angel. We do see rings here. So, yeah, honestly, trust this is all happening for you. And stay on course. Don't give up. And remember, when you slip, that doesn't mean you have to just throw in the towel. Like that's what happens. We slip, we fall. Get back up and keep going, okay? But with this card, I feel like you do have that strength and the ability to mainly stay on track. Even if you're like going through potholes, you're able to steer straight and stay on route. Okay, group 2, thank you so much for being here. If you want to kind of hang out in the energy of these cards, feel free to pause this video. I'm going to finish it here. If you enjoyed this reading, and would like to help to support me, I am in the midst of growing this channel, and if you would like to be part of this growth as well, then liking, commenting, sharing, and or subscribing to this channel can go a long way in helping me reach this goal. And otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to finish up your reading with 3 bells from the singing bowl. Namaste, group 2. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is the group with the Explore stone. Let's take a look at your tarot. We're going to look at your oracle cards once we're done with the tarot. Hey, group 3. Okay, so here are your cards. Let's take a look. We have... Whoops. I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. Hopefully we have no more interruptions in your group. And let's take a look at your cards. So we have the Queen of Wands and we have the 10 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. And I'm just kind of laying your cards horizontally because I don't have a ton of space here. And so I'm trying to kind of do the best with what we have here. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands. Wow, we have the Lovers. That is so interesting. Group 3, you have me literally going, huh? Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor. Some grounding energy here. We have the 8 of Swords. Don't worry about that. And the 8 of Pentacles. And then lastly, we have the King of Cups. Did we have the Queen of Cups? No, Queen of Wands. Okay, King of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Okay. So I kind of squished here, but do our best. Let me get into sort of into the energies here. Actually, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Okay. So, what is blocking you, group 3? There seems to be a lot of emotional fulfillment here. It's really crazy, actually, because let's see. Okay, I want to say that what I see is that you kind of reach a level here of self-discovery, and oh my gosh. Okay, I just had to kind of line your cards up. Again, small space to work with. But yeah, what I'm seeing here is that you kind of reach this level of maturity and self-discovery where you are able to be in control of your own emotions, and not just your emotions, but like your passions, like, yeah, the things you really want, like the passionate emotions that are within you. Okay, so when I'm looking at this King of Cups here, this is what I'm seeing. He's looking at the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. And he's like, I can see, it's like they're his kids. Like he's been through this. He's been past it. He now is able to, he doesn't even have these situations anymore, with the 5 of Wands being challenging obstacles and approaching them from a place of, I'm gonna fight for this, and then the 10 of Wands, where you're like, yeah, I have to carry this heavy burden because that's what I have to do. He's past all that. He knows that he does not have to carry that heavy burden, and he knows that he doesn't have to engage in this kind of behavior. He's so wise. And it looks like that's where you're going, group 3. So interesting that we started with the end for you guys, but yeah, wow. Okay, so we have the Lovers, we have the 2 of Cups, we have the 3 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Cups. These are like super happy cards. Super nice cards. Let me see. You know what, group 3? It's like the Lovers and the 2 of Cups is like you getting your happy relationship, that partner, that relationship you wanted. Even with the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Wands can sometimes mean that Cupid is like shooting their arrow your way and bringing love into your life, okay? But it's like literally this 2 of Cups is what is blocking you, okay? So I get it. Initially, I thought it was a relationship that is blocking. It could be both. Okay, let me look into this. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give you my first impression, and then I'm going to give you like the rest of it. So the other side of this. So what initially I was feeling is that you are chasing a goal, and you have overcome your shadow self. You have faced the darkest parts of yourself, and you have reached your level, your confidence, your very strong. Sorry, my dog just came and now he's distracting me. I gotta open the door and just let him in. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So basically, as I was saying, you have reached this level of confidence and self-assuredness, and you know that like whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. Like I feel like you feel powerful, okay? Which is amazing. Or you feel powerful within this situation, like you're grasping for this, you're moving in this direction, in this energy. Whether you're in here fully or you're moving to being in this energy fully, this is what I'm seeing. And you're not after some little thing. You're like after the biggest jackpot out there. Jackpot. Yeah, there we go. Like, how do you pronounce that? That's what you're after. You're after the money. You're after the home. You're after the family, the friends, the everything you could accomplish. Complete emotional fulfillment, a complete wish fulfillment, complete passion fulfillment. This is what I'm getting. This is your situation. Okay. And what I was getting is that what is blocking you is a relationship, is a romantic relationship. It's like you were like, no, it's like that's what you were chasing in the past. That's what you wanted. You really wanted this, and you had this idea like, when this happens, it's going to create this perfect life for me. But now you're like, no, that's not what I want anymore. And you know what? Bam, it shows up. And now it's like, hey, you know what? That's what's in my way now. And it's literally blocking you. Okay. So that was my initial impression. And then having this Lover's card here, again, it's like your subconscious goal anyway is to find that beautiful, perfect love. Okay, group 3. I keep getting interrupted with you. I do not know why. This is the 3rd time now, I think. Hopefully this is the last time for the interruptions. My camera battery my camera battery is just like running really low now. So I had to grab the charger and charge it on the fly while I'm recording, because obviously I don't want it to die in the middle of doing your reading, right? But as I was saying, my initial impression was that it's like this relationship that is blocking you. And it's like such a sweet, perfect relationship, but it's like you don't want that anymore because your goals have shifted. But yet unconsciously, you still have this idea that you want that perfect love, that perfect partnership. And you feel like your wish has been fulfilled here. Except has it? Because we're still seeing that this is what's blocking you now. Okay, so there's going to be 2 scenarios. So this is scenario 1, and I'm going to, before moving on, the second scenario would be that you are, yes, this beautiful Queen of Wands, aiming for your success, aiming for all of it. You're aiming to have the home. You're aiming to have that partner. You're aiming for that family, for that social life, for that support. You're aiming to be larger than life. And what you really want is love. You really want that partnership, and you want it so badly that this desire for it is actually blocking it from coming in. Okay, so we definitely see that what is blocking you is your unconscious goal. What is blocking you, your desire for love, is your unconscious goal of finding your perfect love relationship is actually blocking it from coming in. Okay? So sometimes when we want something so badly, we actually block it because we're so focused on not having it, the universe gives us more of what we don't have. Okay, what I am seeing though is that you have been inspired. You have been inspired, and you had this energy within you of, yeah, I really want this. Something has come to a completion. Something has wrapped up in your life, and you were ready to move forward. And so maybe you did healing from a previous breakup or something, and now you're like, I'm ready. I'm now ready to get into my next relationship. I'm now ready to have this like complete image of what I want my life to be. I'm ready for my life. This is what I'm getting. So, and you do see yourself as having somebody who is able to achieve this, which is amazing. Okay? And so what I see for you is that either way, whether it's an actual relationship that is blocking you, or if it is your desire for a relationship that, oh my gosh, I think we can continue anyways. Sorry about that loud noise, but anyway, what is blocking you, what I'm seeing, what is coming towards you is happiness and joy and celebration, and having an active social life. Having a reason to celebrate. I feel like you're very happy. And you see yourself as someone who creates their own reality, their dream coming true. So maybe you're a group of manifestors. Like we're all manifesting. We're all manifestors, right? But are we consciously manifesting or unconsciously? I feel like you guys are a group that is actually working consciously on manifesting their dreams and their goals into your reality. And I feel like you really feel like you can do this. Now, I do also feel that your environment right now is very controlled and it's very stable, and things are not moving very quickly. So this is a growth phase. How do I say this? Germination. Okay, you know when you plant a seed and it has to germinate? Germinate, yeah, that's the right word, right? Before you see any growth, because it's happening at maybe it's always happening at the cellular level, but it's microscopic or something. We can't see it, right? We can't see that plant growing, but it is. And then finally we see the little buds coming out, and we see that little tiny baby coming out, that plant coming out. But what we don't see beyond the surface is what is actually happening within that seed to allow that little bud to come out. And so what I feel is that currently your environment is not moving. It's not coming in. And even though I feel like you have a really positive outlook and disposition, which is amazing, I feel like you're so positive, and you really stay in this space of positivity, which is so inspiring, actually. It's like, I feel like you really believe in yourself, in your ability to do this, in your ability to create what you want to create for yourself. But your environment is just kind of like stopped, okay? Which doesn't mean that nothing's happening. It just, I feel like it is happening beyond the surface, and it is controlled. And perhaps it is here to sort of allow you to catch a breath, actually, because we did have this very fast moving energy with this Knight of Swords and this Eight of Wands. Perhaps it is time for you right now to sort of catch your breath, okay? I want to take a look at these and see these two. Yeah. So we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Eight of Pentacles. And this is, what is this? An oxymoron? Is that what we call this? It's like you're afraid of fear itself. You are afraid of being trapped and not being able to actually create your own reality. You want to be in control. You want to be able to create. You want to be able to be in a position of being able to choose what you create. And you want to create it from a place of higher desires, higher passions, from a place of your higher self. Not just like, you're not a person, I'm getting here, you're not somebody who's like, well, this is the newest and hottest thing, so that's what I want. No, you're really authentic to who you are. You've reached a level of maturity. You know yourself. And you want to be able to be in a position where you can choose for yourself. It's like, because you have that status of queen. You have that status of being queen, being the leader of your own life. That's what you are. Obviously, a leader of their own life isn't told what to do. They are the ones who make the choices and tell other people how it's going to be and how it is, right? Not in a bad way, in a good way. Because, somebody needs to lead, and then obviously there's people that are comfortable following. But I'm not even talking about that. Like, I'm just saying, you want to be in that position. So I feel like what really scares you is not being able to move past your blockages and your fears. And what you're hoping for is that you can work through them and that you can get to the other side. And what I feel like is that that's exactly what you're able to do. You have that ability. With the Three of Cups being here, there's a reason for celebration. And when we're looking again, making a completed circle from the beginning to the end, you grow into this master of the heart, okay, of the emotional space, where this master is looking at the rest of the world, not getting lost in sort of like the petty things, the smaller things, the lower emotions, the lower vibrational stuff. Not getting lost in jealousy and guilt and pettiness, That's what I'm really feeling. Like you are able to do this. And you have grown so much already. I see that you have grown so much already that you're able to do this. And so, group 3, if it is a relationship that is literally blocking you and you are afraid of being bound by that relationship, you are afraid that you can't make things grow, that you can't continue to work on what it is that you can work on. I feel like you're able to definitely get past this. Again, with the 3, we have reason to celebrate because you're able to manage this no problem. You have reached a level of emotional intelligence, and maybe you're still getting to this point, but what I'm seeing is that you will definitely, if you're not there, you're definitely getting to that point. So know that this is completely within your grasp, and you do not have to be afraid of being this person. You are able to walk away. This is just surrounding you. It's like your fears, they're just kind of hanging out there, but you're actually able to move your arms out of this, untie yourself, and just walk right out, even avoiding the puddles. Okay? With this king, you see? This king's feet are dry. They're not in the emotional chaos. You're able to keep a nice, logical, clear-headed approach to this. Okay? So, I believe that is the reading I have for you. Right there. It's amazing how you go from this Queen of Wands to this King of Cups. They are opposite in the fact that this is feminine and this is masculine energy, and that this is fire and this is water. But they complement really well, I feel. It's like you're finding completion within yourself. Wow. You're really growing into yourself here. So I feel like the blockages that you are facing, no problem. You're really able to move past them. So group 3, that is the reading I have for you. We're going to take a look at your oracle cards now. And let me just take these cards off the table so that we have space. What a beautiful reading. Wow, I love it. What a gorgeous reading. Group 3, this is beautiful. I love this energy. I love that you are the Queen of Wands and moving into the King of Cups, aiming for like that highest level of success. God, beautiful. Okay, we have healing and we have inspiration. Again, more fire, and again, more just moving past those things within you that block you, and then like moving into your higher power. And I'm drawn to these rings that she has on her fingers. I almost want to say that right here, whatever this is, it's like a combination of this ring and this ring, like the energy of this and the energy of that. Like she's directing both of these energies into this and creating something out of this. And what is this? Healing? Yeah. Yep. I feel like you got this. You totally got this. Okay, and then inspiration. Just stay inspired. Looks like her solar plexus is completely on fire, and she's got that energy of inspiration. Oh, Queen of Wands all the way vibes here. She's creating with her own, through her own fire, through her own energy. Fiery, passionate, what's that word I'm looking for? Oh my God. I can't think. It's like at the back of my head. Magnetic energy. She's sexy. She's just, people look at her and they know she's something special. And so again, totally getting that Queen of Wands vibe. So it's just a confirmation. I love the energy here. If you ever feel blocked, do some energy work like chakra or something, or just journal. But like, I feel like you're solidly good here. Group 3. Wow, what an amazing reading. And by the way, if you're male and you're watching this, like Queen of Wands doesn't mean just like it's a woman. It is the energy we're looking at. So saying queen doesn't mean that you have to be a woman or you have to identify as a woman, okay? It's just the energy of, it's like the yin energy. It's that's what we're talking about. And so when we say sexy, that can apply to anything. We're talking about that energy, that fire. Okay, so I'm going to finish it here, group 3. Thanks so much for being here and sharing this energy with me. Your reading is very highly inspirational, absolutely, as this card says. And I'm going to just finish off your reading with a singing bowl. If you enjoyed this reading and you would like to help me grow my channel, help to support me, then a like, a comment, a share, and or a subscribe would really help me reach my goal in growing this channel and reaching more people. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here and watching. I hope to see you again. Namaste.